It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Get it!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
This is 2nd and 8. Quick throw completed by Richardson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, check that, street.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Third. Right there.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And fights through one man. Down at the 25. The Colts had 3 and 8 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
This one finds Pierce on the out route. 2nd catch for him today, and will wind up a 1st down.
Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Viking 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Willis on the option to the right. And he's into the clear. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And brought in downfield by Burks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throw out wide by Cunningham, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
3rd and 2.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Now they'll change things up. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now a handoff up the middle. Merrill. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Willis out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Willis on the sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Willis on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Titans are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Come on.
Second down and 3.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers, 19 Lions. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Check smash. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Forced out to his left. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On third down, here's Taylor. Down the sideline he goes. Still fighting. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts had 6 to their lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Merritt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
First down, Titans.
Back. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ready.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point safely through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll get this out past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ready.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Go, Reed. Go. Hey, 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 hey.
Running left, Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 5.
Ready.
And they'll hand off to Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, come on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Merritt. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
A throw left side, hold in by Hamlin.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ready, set.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Liking 18. Warriors 17. Ready.
Here's Cunningham. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get your set. To win.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They go play action with Richardson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Big Lion. Ready.
A run here with Hull. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On third down, here's Richardson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Narrow. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Henry running right. There's the stiff arm. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the ball and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the jump.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Hey.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to fall from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's go now.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready? 18, Pioneer.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richardson. This pass left side to Downs.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down to midfield.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Hey, check that, check that.
And they'll run with Hall.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Richardson to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Richardson going to move him around.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here now, third down. Richardson. That's complete to Pierce.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short throw taken in by Conquo.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Tennessee, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.